at a 9:41. So that'll do it for Super Gas time trial. Super Stock final qualifying getting ready to come up. No, Don Kennedy sitting at home in his shop, working on the Pontiac, listening in as we get ready to send Super Stock cars. Super Stock qualifying right now, led by A.H. Adkins, 95 under the index. Jeff Gilman in his late model, Cobalt, sitting number 2. Dave Dupps, number 3. Dan Kyle, 4. Garrett Giese in his 290 cubic inch AMC AMX, sitting number 5. Jeff Dona's gorgeous Pontiac, 6. Andy Cronenbitter for PK Race Cars, 7. Dallas Kelly, 8. Jeremy Mudd, number 9. Rich South, number 10. Hayden McBean's Ford machine, number 11. Dave Turner, 12. Ricky Decker, 13. Brad Ross, 14. Mike Wagner sitting 15. Bert Dawson sitting number 16. But, as we have seen already today, the air's a tenth plus better than what it was yesterday. Now, we do lose a little bit of that in the headwind that we have today versus the tailwind that we had yesterday. But still, it's a 10th to 1,300 quicker out there today than what it was yesterday's action. Bernice Pernot out of Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. C Super Ford Mustang. Mike Wegner's ride, the Wegner Motorsports, Motown Missile, Dodge Challenger. Gotta love the Wagner guys and gang. Got the Ram Chargers Challenger in stock. They've got the Motown Missile replica car in super stock with the new Challenger. Both of them gorgeous automobiles with great representation. Some very illustrious cars from days gone by. Wagner sitting number 15, 9:12 the best run yesterday. Bernice got one lap down the racetrack in the Cobra Jet. He went 9:902. So we'll see what kind of improvement is out there. We completely shuffled the stock eliminator field with a brand new number 1 qualifier. Let's see if we do the same here in Super Stock with their final qualifying shot. Wheels up launch for Wagner. Factory Super Stock D, the Motown Missile machine. Can he improve on a 912? Yes, he can. Goes 907 at 147. How about Bernice? 947 at 140 miles an hour there. Wagner sits down number 6 at 82 under. Bernice picks up to 82 under as well, and he sits number 7. Kurt Neighbor, Rick Brown roll in. Rick with Tom Perdue and John Stock. The C modified high winding 322 mouse motored machine. Camaro over here on the right. Kurt Neighbor's Super Stock A, the 64 Ford Thunderbolt. Throwing the gearbox in that 427 powered hot rod. And Super Stock is just like cool. Rick Brown, 871 at 154 miles an hour. That's a 10th. Rick's now 78 under the index. Kurt Neighbor's 30 under with his 934 lap from yesterday. He shuts it off this time to a 983 at 109 miles an hour. The factory GT Dodge Challenger. 318 combination for Jeff Ross out of Barton. So he's got the new body style, put the old 318 power plant. So it's another GT combination hot rod, and Rock Runnings GTL automatic. The Olds Achieva converted from front wheel drive to rear wheel drive, got 403 cubic inches of Oldsmobile underneath the hood down. Rock number 38 qualifier went 1044 yesterday. Ross went 1064 out of the Mopar ride. $10.38 126 by Rock, 1059 by Ross. Ross is 45 under, Rock running at 66 under the index, so both drivers picking up a little bit there. Dallas Kelly's Super Stock B, about a 427 4-speed, 64 Fairlane. Not necessarily a true Thunderbolt, but a very close kissing cousin. And Al Ross, the factory GTL car. Got the late model 360 Mopar motor underneath the hood of the early body style 72 Challenger. Taking the best of the new and the classic of the old. Seven by Dallas at 159.99 by Al Ross in a Mopar machine. Here's the 68 Barracuda GTM automatic ride of Brad Ross out of St. Clairsville. Jamie Grove, C Super. Woodstock, Ontario, Canada base, 71 common. Well, 307 combination for the Mercury, and all sorts of problems for Jamie. Car not a happy camper leaving the starting line. Meanwhile, Brad motors through 1031 at 127. Ross picks up a tenth of a second. Brad moves all the way up to the number 3 spot now at 88 under the index. And we're on hold here for just a moment. One of the guys in Superstock that just ran got to the scales and tech area and had a small fire down there in the car, so we had to respond to that real quick, get that taken care of. Mike Walter and Rob Wright sitting and waiting patiently. Got a quiet moment, and Mike and Rob sitting and waiting. We do want to remind everybody, Kevin Pepler, our official Division III photographer, been here all weekend shooting shots. He's already got over 3,000 photographs on file of your car in action here at National Trail Raceway this weekend. What better way to start off the season with a good picture of your car in action? Especially that Mustang that we saw earlier today with the front end up in here where you could count the engine pan bolts on, or the oil pan bolts. I'm sure Kevin got a shot of that as well. So don't forget to swing by Kevin's trailer, located over there by the pavilion. At least that's where it normally is. Over 3,000 photographs already on file from here this weekend. Stop by and say, hey, I want to see my car. It's number 3383. Super J Automatic, Super Stock Hot Rod. Please, they'll pull you up and go, there you are. Away we go. Oh, Mikey. Oh, Robbie. Rob Wright stood the front end of that Copo Camaro up in the air and rode it out. 933 at 142 miles an hour. That's picking up a bunch. 1125. Walter doesn't improve any, but Rob Wright does. He's now 86 under the index, moves up to the number 5 spot. A.H. Adkins still leading the pack, 95 under. Out of the AMC, Bob Marshall, Super A Automatic, Eastland Crane, vintage 65 Coronet muscle car. And Jason McGinley, Super J Automatic. LS powered Chevrolet Camaro. Or 26 Hemi runs away and hides. 949, 119, no improvement for Bob. 1072 at 123 miles an hour. Halsey Hatfield and Jimmy Ronzello. Ronzello rolls in, his first shot at the racetrack. Remember Jimmy being with us yesterday, the VarsityAutos.com. Factory GTD convertible Mustang. Halsey Hatfield, Super L Automatic, the Chevy 2. For the runner out of West Virginia. Classic Chevy 2 SS, 283. Wind it up and away we go. $16 at 148, 1072 by Halsey. Halsey steps up a little bit, picks up a couple of hunt. Eddie Brown and Keith Lynch roll in next. Eddie, factory Super Stock B Cobra Jet there on the left-hand side, and Lynch's factory Super Stock K. Challenge over here on the right. Eddie's been down in the high 8s. Keith's been down in the low 10s. Lynch Motors through 1044, 98 miles an hour. No improvement there. In fact, shutting it off. 995, 136 by Ed Brown. He too does not improve. Jack Porter's B modified. Small motored Camaro. Now the runner out of Pataska over on the right-hand side. And early Earl Rose. GTK automatic entry. 85 edition, 305. Out of Rowan Sun Racing there on the left. Porter hustling down to the other end of the racetrack. Be down in the 8s, goes A93. 151 miles an hour, 1019.